Mm-hmm. Fine. And when he was born, he weighed 4 pounds 11 ounces. He was skin and bones, had web fingers, and they started a whole series of testing.
We didn't have any kind of clue that Ashley was going to have special needs when she was born, and found out just shortly after she was born that she was going to have multiple impairments. She may not be able to do anything at all for herself, any real meaningful quality of life from what the doctors were saying.
We'll put it on. Okay, you finish up and you tell Mommy when you're done. You having fun? Put some over here. What do you think? Do you want to put your pepperoni on? You put some cheese on top after? When Mitchell was almost a year old, I had taken him to a children's hospital where we lived. And the doctor had told me at that time that I was in denial and had a severely handicapped child, and he would never walk, never talk, and I would be lucky to see him blow at his 16th birthday. So, needless to say, the DIC, they've really given him a new quality of life. How are you doing? Good.
Just kind of like a team of people that surrounded us to try and meet Ashley's needs. And through that process, well, now it's 21 years later, Ashley's doing things that the doctors never anticipated that she'd be able to do. You do it. Where's the other one? Look up. Look way up. Oh, it's so tricky. I got it. Good job. You did it. You did a good job. Do you want to do your puzzle?
No matter how they get here or what they're looking for, whether it's just they need a wheelchair so they can get transported to school and they have everything else in place, or they need to start from scratch and need occupational, physical, speech therapy services as well as doctor care, we can provide whatever level of help they need.
It's a very unique organization where I have a new parent come in and they're used to running all over the place to do everything and to see all the people they need to see, and they can come to one place and they say, oh, you do that here too?
I cast the child, fit them, and then do any adjustments and follow up. So it's nice at the DIC we can coordinate care with the therapists and the doctors. It's very easy access for parents who often have a difficult time getting around with their child in a wheelchair.
We have a very special group of people here, and you can feel it in the hallways every day.
First thing is I don't wear a white coat, usually. In fact, even making rounds on the floors, I have never worn a white coat, which I think is one thing that just is a signal to the kids that, that I'm not a scary person. And then I think just trying to directly talk to kids is pretty important. I shake their hands when I see them and talk to them directly and try to let them know what's going on. What brings Daniel here? What's he here for?
He's here for therapy.
I don't hear nothing.
You don't hear nothing?
Yeah. I hear.
Can you hear it now? Mm-hmm. Okay, good. Let me feel your tummy, okay? Is that all right? Feels good. Okay, it feels kind of empty though. I can feel. Let's see if I can feel what kind of donut you had. It feels like a chocolate donut to me. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah?
It took Ashley 8 years to use a spoon, but they didn't give up. Same thing with riding the bike. That was, I've lost track of the amount of years that it took for her to learn how to pedal. But we worked on pedaling for probably, my guess is about 6 years. And now we're working on steering.
Oh, good. Okay, now look at me. What did you eat? Look at all of the pictures and find the picture that says we ate. Okay, go ahead and make it talk.
Hamburger.
You had a hamburger. Well, good. Let's make a whole sentence out of it, okay? So clear.
I remember my first visit with Carrie, and she brought out the Dynavox, and I thought, what's she doing? Mitchell won't be capable of doing this. Well, he sat down, and after 5 minutes was talking, was speaking, and I was amazed. I actually sat and cried, and amazed just that this person saw the potential.
Good. Now make it talk.
We ate hot dog.
Excellent. Good job. High fives. Okay.
I've had so many parents come in and the doctor would have told them, you know, they'll never be able to walk, they'll never be able to do this, they'll never be able to do that. And I always tell them you can never say never.
Ready? Way up high. 1. Good. Counting. Oh my goodness, that's the best stretching I've seen. 3.
Mitchell doesn't sleep the night before. The night before, he wakes up and we'll say workout, tomorrow's workout. And when we drive in the parking lot, he lets out a screech because he's so excited. And they work him hard, so it's not that he's going there for fun.
As soon as Ashley pulls up, she giggles. And she's not like that other places when we go for different appointments because she knows that her friends are there. And she looks at her therapist as
Okay,
friends.
show me that you want help. Show me how we're going to do it again. You want help?
She views it, I know, as a place that's just joyful. Help me, friend. That's right. Good signing.
Here we go.
Give me some. There he is. Look at you.
You know, the kids, they're just loved on and cared for. And that is very unique.
These people, they're amazing. From the time you walk in the door to the girls at the front desk, right up to the CEO and the doctors, they know you by name. They greet you with a smile, and they're there for the benefit of your child.
I've seen them grow up. I've seen them take their first steps. I know all their families. I know their pets' names. You become attached to them. We love these kids.
As a parent, if you would like your child to be treated the way you want your child treated and to reach for goals that you really want for your child, the Detroit Institute for Children is the place you have to bring your child.
The vision for the organization is to take our services and expand them beyond the boundaries of Detroit.
There's so many other kids that need the DIC. And I want to see it there for them, and I want to see it thriving and growing.
We have the potential to provide the best therapy for these kids, and through donations and from grants and from the love of the community, we can make it a reality.
There is hope, and there's no way to tell when a child is young what they can achieve. And I think that's our attitude here at DIC, is not to focus on the disability, but to focus on the untapped abilities and really say, you know, oh, I'm not going to say I'm going to discharge your child when he gets to here, because the sky's the limit. You don't know how far any child can go.